G'day guys, what's cracking? It's Ralph here. Thanks for joining me today, and you're probably tuned in because you're like, I love looking at your face. Actually, if any one of you out there ever tuned in for that, put it in the comment below, because there's no chance you'd be looking at this ugly mug. You're either fans of the channel or you're wanting to know if third-party batteries do well in first-party cameras. Yeah, so that's the question. So HSU reached out and they said, would you like to field test our 3 battery pack charging case with batteries? And obviously the question is it worth getting one of these batteries over a legit GoPro battery? So first of all, they come in, each of them comes in this nice little case. You get a case, and the battery has a number 10 written on it, and it fits nicely into this little portable case. So the beauty is you can charge it and then stick this in your bag and you have 3 batteries ready to go, or you can stick this in your bag plugged into a battery pack and it can charge while you're on the go. So when you use a camera, you can slot it in. When you put it on, you get lights here. You get a green light to say it's full and a red light to say it's charging. So when you're all green light, you're all ready to go. Or if your particular battery has a green light, it's ready to go. So how long does it take to charge 3 batteries? Well, funnily enough, it takes the same amount of time as it does to charge 1 battery, which is 3 hours and 18 minutes. I know, because I've done several tests. I'm like, 3 hours 18, I wonder what it's going to do on the second test. Not a word of a lie. 3 hours 18 minutes. 3 times, folks. So if you put 1 battery in here or 3 batteries in here, I have no idea how the tech works, but it charges 3 batteries in 3 hours and 18 minutes, or 1 battery in 3 hours and 18 minutes. You can alternatively get this charging port, which has on the side of it a USB plug. Oh, that's fancy. How does... Oh! And that plugs into a USB charging port. It gives you a bit of an indicator here, or you've got 2 points here where you can plug your USB-C into. It gives you lots and lots of options, but this charges the same time it takes to charge this, I've been told. In all honesty, I've not checked the charging length on this because I'm making a video about this. But if this is helpful to you, it's more your style, and it's also pretty portable and nice and flash. Look at that. You can get one of these. All the links to these will be in the description below, as well as the price. Now, you should know that GoPro at the moment, the way they're selling batteries, aren't selling the equivalent of this. So I can't compare the price of this versus the price of a GoPro battery. And also, when I had a look through the GoPro site, there wasn't a great deal of range of options of buying batteries. Now, something to be aware of, the HSU has 1800 milliamps per hour versus the GoPro that has 1720. So this has less, but is able to do more, likely because of the technology both in the battery and in the understanding of what batteries are needed in the camera by the designer of it. Now, these batteries should work on the 9, the 10, and the 11. Yep, and it won't give you as much life as the Enduro battery, but you're wondering how much juice can you get out of one of these? Well, I'm glad you asked. I shot at 4K 30 with a legit GoPro battery and a HSU battery with my camera in the same position in a room. I won't show you that footage because it's boring. Anyway, I managed to get out of the GoPro Hero 10 legit battery 63 minutes. Out of the HSU third party, I managed to get 55 minutes. So you get an extra 8 minutes with GoPro. If we were to put it in the camera and put on a time lapse, we would get to use it for 76 minutes. For the GoPro legit, we get to use it for 85 minutes. So you're seeing that you basically get about 10% more use from a legit GoPro battery than you do a third party. Now, you've got to be okay with putting a third party battery in your GoPro. I totally am. GoPro subscription says they'll replace your camera if it's fried with no questions asked. So you can put whatever batteries in it. You put in water if you like. I'm not recommending that. Just saying no questions asked. Well, they're kind of putting out there. Now, the wildest finding with this camera is when I put both batteries into it. I put it on 5.3K. I filmed at 60 frames a second, and I filmed through to see how long it would be till they got too hot to be able to handle it anymore. And the HSU registered in at a whopping 13 minutes and 25 seconds more than the GoPro, which got 12 minutes and 9 seconds. So So the HSU on repeated tests was able to endure a greater amount of heat generated by the camera and continue filming than the GoPro could. Now I realise that's like a minute difference, minute and a half. It's not a great deal of time, but it's kind of handy. But what I think it shows us is that the HSU battery can handle the pressure that the GoPro battery can handle. And yes, we're all over the fact that it's perhaps not as much pressure as we'd like, but it will be interesting to see how these fare in the new GoPro Hero 11 rather than the 10 that I've been playing with. You can also, and I've tried this and it's worked, I've put GoPro legit batteries in the charger of my HSU. This is pretty light, like about the weight of a GoPro. And the last thing to note about these batteries is the tag that they have on them to remove them from the camera, and the charger is longer than the tag on the GoPro legit batteries. And what happens is you push it in, it clicks into place. They can't come out. Oh, it's nearly coming out. It wasn't coming out. They can't come out, but you use this tag and you pull them out, nice and easy, ready to go. They're even like on point with the branding. So if this is for you, if it's helpful, hit it up in the link in the description below. I think there's a 10% discount down there for you. You just use the code, follow the way through, and I'll put a variety of these different options for you so you can shop to your heart's content. I hope it's been helpful. If you've got any questions or comments, put them in the comments below, and I would be glad, and it would be a joy to get back to you there. Also, do you like my white tee? As you know, I never wear white tees, but what do you reckon? If you want to know about the white tee, you can put that in the comments below and I'll hit you up about that too. Alright, thanks heaps for watching. I'll see ya in the next video. Bye. Our 3 battery pack, and the 11, and has a bit, which kind of negates the GoPro